Good morning. It's T.A. Walker from TCNC South Florida, along with Victoria Lewis, our digital producer. And we have 5 things to know for this weekend. And I've been tearing apart the South Florida Fair daily schedule because they have been doing everything today. Everything is planned, from ice robot shows for ice skating, robot shows, dancing, robot shows, everything. So we'll get into that. We have some severe weather possible this evening. So we have Katia Hall staged and ready to go to talk to us about that. And then also we have a teacher shortage for substitutes that is happening. And that's going on in Palm Beach County. And I'm trying to scroll to get my sound bites. Here we go.
You just don't know what's going to happen. They come in and their teachers aren't there. That could really throw them into a loop.
They may put another class in your room to monitor, or you might even have 2 classes together.
And our new reporter, Danielle, is here. Good morning, Danielle. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm good. Before we get to Katia Hall,
substitute teachers, apparently.
I want to get to that substitute teacher shortage. How are schools coping with that?
Well, the substitute teacher shortage is coming from the shortage of teachers because a lot of them are out sick. As we all know, this Omicron variant is spreading really quickly. And actually, yesterday alone, more than 1,000 teachers were out sick in Palm Beach County School District. So it's obviously a lot of teacher positions to fill. And because of that, they don't have enough substitute teachers to fill those positions.
Now, I don't know if you watch TikTok, but I'm a fan of TikTok. And there's a teacher that he always does the pre-K pause. I don't know if you follow this guy. And he's saying that some of the substitute teachers are actually making more than normal teachers now. And that's causing a rift between the dynamics of the teachers at the school district where he's at. Are we experiencing anything sort of like that here in Palm Beach County, or we haven't dived in that deep yet?
Well, I'll start this out by saying I'm one of few millennials that don't have a TikTok.
How is that?
It's so much fun. You will spend all your time on it, which is maybe not a selling point.
That's the thing, is I couldn't get the algorithm to show me what I wanted, so I finally ditched it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Anyway. By the way, guys, you can follow WPTV at WPTV5 on TikTok. We update that a couple times a week, and you can see a video of TA screaming on a roller coaster.
There you go. That's a reason to tune in. Anyway, Danielle, what were you going to say about the teacher shortage?
To my knowledge, I don't know that we are paying more for those substitute teachers. I could see that happening, but to my knowledge, I'm not sure if there are any incentives like that right now.
And
what
Danielle,
sort of qualifications do you have to be a substitute teacher, since they're asking for more people to sign up?
Yeah, so to be a substitute teacher, you have to prove that you have 30 college credit hours, and you have to complete their substitute training course. And then you have to, fill out your normal application stuff, or you have to prove that you have been a teacher, or some form of a teacher, like a student teacher, learning teacher, any of these substitute teacher within the last 5 years. So if you've been some form of a teacher in the last 5 years, it makes things a lot more simple. There's actually some teachers coming out of retirement that we spoke to that are helping out because they see that there's such a need.
That's amazing. Well, thank you for covering that for us this morning. And we wanted to welcome you to WPTV News Channel 5, Danielle Seat. You come from some town near Denver, right?
A very small town called Berthoud, Colorado. And okay. I love Colorado, don't get me wrong, but it is so cold there. I went to Boulder, Colorado, the University of Colorado Boulder for school. And I wore out my snow boots every school year. So I've been wanting to come to South Florida my whole adult life. And I actually convinced my family to come down here too. So they're moving down in a month.
Well, that's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Have you. I'm also from Boulder, Colorado. That's where I was born, and grew up for 5 years in Longmont, Colorado. And then we moved to Texas. So I feel like we're kindred spirits now.
Yes. And so many people think of Colorado and they think of mountains and beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful. Bob's back. It is beautiful.
Hi, Bob.
But where I come from, it's very flat. There's a lot of farmland. We're a 45-minute drive from the mountains. But Longmont, along with Berthoud, we're right there, right next to each other. Those are really small towns, and it's very flat, very agricultural.
Well, welcome to WPTV News Channel 5, Fox 29, Florida 24, and all the networks that we have in our little wheelhouse. Take care, Danielle.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
And so Katya Hall is here, and we're so happy to see you this morning.
Good morning.
Katya, there is so much fog at my house right now. I can't even see the swimming pool. What is going on?
It is wild. In fact, hold on. I haven't looked outside today. We have our cameras and stuff, but I want to actually go check it out real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if it's an inland thing because I'm like...
It's not too foggy at the station here. It's not too foggy here. Hold on.
I'm pretty clear in Deerfield.
I want to share my screen so that way you guys can see what I'm going to be talking about. Like, can you guys share my little computer so you can see the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Did you see that? That's the Jupiter camera.
See,
right now?
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
For this late in the day. Wow.
Yeah. So we'll see. So the fog is issued this morning. And the fog will probably stick around, I think, it's 8:30 right now. So probably stick around at least for another hour and a half, till probably 9:30, 10 a.m. Then that fog will lift. And what you're going to see is mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. And then later in the day, that's when we have our chance for showers and storms. But the models have really backed off on those storms. So things not really looking crazy active, but nonetheless could run into some showers and storms. And here's a look at the fog tracker. So this is where we are seeing the Loaf.
Wait. We have a fog tracker? Like literally?
We have a fog tracker. How cool is that? So the red, that's the worst of the fog. So up around Okeechobee, Jupiter, I mean, obviously we saw the camera and it is just wild out there. And it's pretty mild as well. So we're in the upper 60s. We're going to top out in the upper 70s this afternoon. So it's still going to be pretty warm. And then we are going to be tracking this cold front throughout the next couple of days. Now, before we feel a cool down on Sunday and Monday, what we're first going to feel is those warm temperatures. And we're also going to see cloudy conditions throughout the day. And yeah, again, some showers and storms, but not until later in the day. So here we go. Rain chances about 50%, again, mainly for the evening hours. And I can show you that on Vipercast here. Okay, so this takes us hour by hour into the next 72 hours. And you see just clouds throughout the day. And then it's not until this evening that we really see much of that activity pick up. So you still have the whole day. You have the whole day to do whatever you want. I still have not done the Jupiter Lighthouse Museum. So today, I think
it's 105 steps there.
Right. And so I was like, well, it's going to be cloudy today. So that'll kind of keep the temperature, won't feel as bad out there. So
as a scientist, I think you'll appreciate that there are 4 bodies of water that converge right there. You have the Loxahatchee River, the Indian River, you have the Atlantic Ocean, and the Jupiter Inlet. And it's breathtaking 360-degree views. You'll love it.
I'm so excited. Actually, me and my uncle, we kind of hang out there all the time right at the inlet to watch the boats go in and out. And I kid you not, a boat flipped over and they had to rescue them. So apparently that happens all the time in that area because the warm water clashes with the cold water really creates a turbulent situation there. So anyways. Go ahead, TA.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep stepping on you. I'm like failing at life today. I was going to say it's a very tumultuous inlet to go in and out of, and you really have to know what you're doing. It's not for a new boater to go in and out of. So yeah, the Jupiter Inlet is very challenging for a lot of boaters.
Well, I'm going to learn more about it when I go to the lighthouse.
There you go. What were you saying, Victoria?
I think they just put actually a memorial there for just kind of advise people how dangerous it is at Jupiter Inlet in honor. What was it? It was Stephen and Austin who went missing there.
Austin and Perry.
Yeah.
Austin and Perry. That was it. Yes,
yeah.
Austin Stephen was.
Yeah, I was out there when they did that, and it was really moving because that was a story you just thought we were going to find those 2 young men at sea, and we never did. But yeah, they had problems getting in and out of that inlet as well. Well, Katya Hall, thank you for letting us know about the fog tracker. How cool is that? And I'm glad the weather's not going to be as severe as we thought it was yesterday at this time.
Yeah,
so
we
thank
still
you
have
so
a chance for some severe storms late. So this is the best chance, obviously, this evening. And these storms that do develop, they could be strong to severe, but it's not going to be, you still have the whole day to get outside, enjoy the weather. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be kind of cloudy again tomorrow. Some showers, but mainly in the evening. And then Sunday, Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do.
Da, 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 da.
Here comes the sun. I've been thinking about that song all day long because Sunday we'll finally see more sunshine, and it'll be cooler too. Highs in the low 70s on Sunday and Monday.
Good
Oh,
way to go to
nice.
Yes.
There you
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Katya. Appreciate you.
You're
everything you
welcome.
See ya.
Happy
Have a good
Friday.
weekend.
Friday.
New this morning, you probably saw Victoria's push alert. Singer Meatloaf has passed away. I know him best from I'll Do Anything for Love, and the line is, but I won't do that, and you never know what that is. But he died this morning, right?
Yeah, his family said that he passed away Thursday night at the age of 74. They haven't released a lot of details yet because that was just last night. But already memorials have started pouring in from, just really across Hollywood. He not only was in music, he was in a lot of cult classics like Rocky Horror Picture, Fight Club. So, everyone is really just kind of sharing their memories from him he's really been in the spotlight for, was it close to 3-4 decades there or more?
Yeah, exactly. My whole life. So I'm in my 40s. So he's always been around. Also new this morning is the Supreme Court of the United States. It says it's not going to touch the Texas abortion limits, right?
Yes. Basically, what they've already done is they did kick it back down to the lower courts. The people trying to stop these abortion limits were trying to get them to take back up the case or at least have it on the limits on a pause while it circles back through the courts. But that is not going. So right now, that Texas abortion term limit, which is 6 weeks before many women know they are pregnant, as soon as they can detect a fetal heartbeat, that is now the deadline in Texas.
Understood. And then there's some, go ahead.
I was going to say, and just to kind of pivot here to Florida, our own abortion ban bill to ban abortions at 15 weeks, again with no exceptions for rape or incest like the Texas law. That has cleared its first hurdle in the state Senate. It isn't quite being brought to the vote yet. It has some more hurdles to clear, but it is progressing.
And there's some other cattywampus laws that are being proposed, right?
Yeah. Also, a Texas law that is now Florida is looking to copy is mandatory playing the national anthem before any sporting events. I don't know of any sport teams here. Like I've gone to Panthers games, Dolphins games, Heat games. I think they all play the national anthem. Texas did it when the Mavericks stopped playing their national anthem, so they passed a law to require it. Florida's now looking to do the same, although I don't know it'll really change anything because I think for the most part they already do.
And I think there's some, race issues in play there. And one group saying you're going to do this national anthem when the other group is maybe saying we're oppressed by the nation that we live in still and things aren't equal. And so I think that's what the real underlying catalyst are for these laws that are popping up. Also new this morning is the substitute teacher thing, which we did. The South Florida Fair is back. I think we have fair video. Yeah, we do. There is so much going on this weekend. Just remember that on Saturday.
What is that?
Oh, this is, let me get the right name. Oh, where are they? They're on, Lumia, an electrifying experience. You may have seen some of these guys on America's Got Talent with a similar kind of show.
That's where it looks familiar. Okay.
Yeah, and so they did this custom show just for the South Florida Fair, the world's largest traveling Ferris wheel in North America anyway. This one right here is at the fairgrounds. And then this was a dress rehearsal of a robot ice skating show. And obviously, since it's robot themed, they're doing Mr. Roboto. But they were very good at their performance there at the dress rehearsal. And all those shows I've
robot and ice before, but I thought they were separate things. I didn't realize it was robot ice skating. I thought it was robots and then there's ice skating.
Everything is robot themed. You can't get away from the robots at the South Florida Fair. So if you have little ones, they're really going to enjoy all the robot stuff because it just really sort of sparks the imagination, if you will, at the fairgrounds. So that's a lot of fun. And then this one, I'm wondering if your kids will like your kid will like Victoria. Let me.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, just one.
This is the Water Circus, and it's happening all weekend at the ballpark, Clover Ballpark, there in Port St. Lucie, and it's like
It'd be impossible to keep my daughter out of the water. Like, what are the barriers here? Because she'll want to jump in.
Well, yeah, and you know, mermaids and pirates, that's the thing kids like right now. And so it's filled with them under their blue and white swirly tent. And they have, I think, 7 shows over the weekend. There's the mermaid doing her thing.
Oh
There's
my
the
gosh, my daughter
clown.
would love that.
But it's supposed to be a lot of fun, and we talked to Morgan there out at the circus yesterday. So water circus, but what does that mean?
So we are the first traveling water circus in the United States. And so we have a 35,000 gallon water tank underneath our stage, and the stage lifts up and we perform with the water as well.
And I was watching the videos, and it's just it looks breathtaking. Like, can you explain to people what they're gonna experience when they go to the water circus?
Yeah, so it's all human performances. We don't have any animals. And we have everything from aerialists to acrobats, contortionists, jugglers, and then it's all set on our water stage. So the stage lifts up and we perform with the water as well. And it just creates this really magical experience that you won't see anywhere else.
And through the eyes of kids, they're going to see some things that they're fans of, right?
I think so. This year we're doing a pirate adventure story. So our clown Rafinha is looking for buried treasure, and the acts are some of the people that he meets along the way. And I am actually a mermaid.
Now, I know the mermaids are super popular right now. What's that to live up to for the young fans?
It sure is, and I love every minute of it.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Can you imagine just traveling around the nation with a circus tent and doing a water show? That has to be a lot of fun.
I mean, she does look like one of the coolest people that I've ever seen. So really fun.
Way too cool for us, for sure. This weekend also, boy band 98 Degrees. Do you remember
Oh
them
my
at
gosh,
all?
my childhood right here. Yes. Oh my
This is
goodness.
your childhood?
Yeah, I'm dating myself a little bit. Yeah, I turned 30 this year. So this is my childhood, 98 Degrees.
This is my college life, I think.
Yeah,
But
the baggy
I think
pants and the...
I think all these clothes are in style. I don't know what you're talking about. Backwards ball cap, do it every day.
I mean, some of them have come back. I mean, Gen Z is loving like the early 2000s. They're trying to bring back low-rise jeans. I will fight that till the day I die, but...
They're going to be at the Hard Rock Live, which is an excellent venue. I finally checked it out a couple weeks ago. On Saturday night, tickets are starting around $25, so it's really accessible if you'd like to see one of the bigger boy bands of the 90s. They're definitely out there at the Hard Rock Live. And then I've never heard of Chico Bean, but he looks like so much fun. He turns a rhyme just on a dime. See what I did there? Oh, that was pretty good.
I see, you can do it too. You're a poet and you didn't even know it.
There it is. Palm Beach Improv, 5 shows this weekend. Tickets start around $30 plus tax fee at a 2-drink minimum. Looks like a lot of fun. And then this is back. This is the world's largest bounce house. And I think you guys would have a lot of fun. It's at Burt Arison Park all weekend. They have the bounce houses, they have obstacle courses, they have mazes, they have all this stuff. I'm going to turn off the audio because I can't hear myself think. And it's the Guinness Book of World Records largest bounce house. And they have some COVID precautions as well. So if you have a little ones, they have a session for them, a little bit older sessions for them, a little bit older sessions for them. And then later in the evening, sessions for adults. So
Okay, yep. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does. When I was at Ashley Walters' wedding a couple years ago, we were in Denver. Speaking a lot of Colorado references today, and we just drove by it. And the way, Florida's flat, so you don't really get a great perspective on things. But to see it at a different elevation from the highway, you're like, that is huge. I've been on it, and it was a lot of fun. And I really got a kick out of the parents messing with their kids. Like, they would bounce really hard up in one spot to send their kid flying. It's like, it was a lot of fun to watch the dads mess with their kids.
Oh my gosh. I'm sure the moms were just watching like this.
They were. Betty White Challenge. Yeah. It was a challenge to raise money for animals for Betty White, what would have been her 100th birthday, which was January 17th. And we did a story on it a couple weeks ago. Well, it turns out did a lot of good.
was an incredible animal advocate.
We called around to several of the area shelters to see how they did with the Betty White Challenge. The Humane Society of the Treasure Coast says they raised over $7,000 and are still getting donations. Big Dog Ranch Rescue in Loxahatchee Grove says they raised over $30,000. Furry Friends Adoption Clinic and Ranch in Jupiter raised over $20,000.
Raising millions of dollars globally. It's just an incredible opportunity for the animal rescue community.
And Peggy Adams Animal Rescue League in West Palm raised over $52,000 with a match of $10,000.
What a tribute to an amazing person. I mean, it just has taken off.
Just keep hashtagging it and sharing it to help us save animals like Little Lava Girl.
I'm just wondering if this is going to become kind of an annual tradition for these animal rescues, because I mean, that's a lot of cash just in our little area, and we only called like 4 or 5 places out of the dozens of them. So
Yeah. I mean, I hope so. I worked in animal rescue back in Texas, and like that level of donations, that sort of attention to like animal needs is something that we never saw. And just, when they're talking $30,000, imagine just how many dogs and cats can be saved for that.
absolutely. All right, Victoria, thank you for everything this morning. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Be
Have a
nice to
weekend.
everyone.
Okay. Bye.
And yourself. Bye, guys.